Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to the Be Yourself Unapologetically podcast. You lost me for a while over Christmas. I decided to start doing a visual podcast on TikTok, but it's just made me procrastinate and not want to do it because I don't want to show my face. So I'm carrying on with the audio because it works better for me. And I know lots of people do video podcasts, but yeah, I don't think I'm ready yet. So anyway, what today's podcast is about is literally about when food becomes a formula, like processed vs ultra processed. So you know that moment when you pick up a simple snack and the ingredients list reads like someone spilled a science textbook into a factory, and I'm the same. So today we're talking about processed food, ultra processed food, and the hidden ingredients we all ignore because life is busy, kids are hungry, and no one has time to decode E-number Sudoku in aisle 3. And listen, this isn't about fear, it's about awareness, because once you can spot the tricks, you can choose your food instead of your food choosing you. So what does ultra processed even mean? First, there's a quick definition. There isn't one single universal definition, but the one most commonly used is the NOVA classification, which describes ultra-processed foods as industrial formulations made using ingredients and processes you wouldn't normally use at home. And importantly, not all processing is bad. Pasteurised milk, bread, frozen veg, processing can make food safer, cheaper and longer lasting. The problem is when food becomes basically a product built for maximum crave, because the stuff they put in is what makes you want to keep eating it. So, the hidden ingredients we ignore. So let's do a little ingredient list tour. So here are the usual suspects. The starch squad. These are texture tricksters. So modified starch, modified maize starch, that maltodextrin. Starch, just starch, like it's shy. These puff, thicken, glue and improve mouthfeel. So something feels creamy even when it's basically not. And then there's the sugar family that turn up in disguise. Glucose syrup, dextrose, fructose syrup, invert syrup, caramelized sugar. If sugar had a fake moustache collection, then this is it. The oil crowd, for shelf life and crunch. Palm oil, vegetable oils, it's often vague. Hydrogenated fats, they're less common now, but still appear in places. And then you've got the additive orchestra, E-numbers and friends. So E-numbers are just codes for additives, and additives are regulated and assessed for safety. But when your food needs a whole orchestra to taste like strawberry cheesecake explosion, there's a clue about how far it's travelled from actual food. And then you've got the flavour enhancers, the why can't I stop eating this? And one famous one is MSG, also known as E621. And it's used to boost savoury, umami taste. And here's the sneaky bit. Sometimes you won't see MSG written plainly. You might see things like yeast extract or hydrolyzed vegetable protein, which can contribute similar flavour effects. So about MSG in things you wouldn't expect. Even foods that feel fresh, like grab-and-go items, sushi packs, flavoured rice, pots, noodle cups, can include flavour enhancers, stabilisers, preservatives or sauces that carry most of the additives. The label tells the tale. And then there's the kids' snacks, the bright packet trap. Made with real fruit and also free syrups. Baked not fried, still ultra processed. Lunchbox friendly. Translation, shelf stable for the next decade. Look out for flavoured crisps, cheese puffs, cereal bars, gummy fruit snacks, juice tubes with thickeners, yoghurt tubes and sweeteners. Lunchable style packs, they're engineered to be very Moorish and very brand loyal. So this is the big one for me. This is something I overeat on all the time. And chocolate. But I'm telling you now, why is it mostly not cocoa? So Let's talk chocolate. A lot of mainstream chocolate is not mostly cocoa. It's often a combination of sugar, fats, milk solids, emulsifiers, and a small percentage of cocoa solids. In the UK and EU rules, in the UK there's rules, and the EU there's rules. There are minimum chocolate solids for milk chocolate type. So milk chocolate has a minimum cocoa solids requirement, and family milk chocolate can be as low as 20% total dry cocoa solids. So if you're biting into a bar thinking this is cocoa, it might be more like sugar, milk, fat, flavour, support team, with cocoa playing a smaller role. So strawberry milkshakes that don't really do strawberry. So now there's the milkshake problem. We think we're giving the kids healthy milkshakes, right? But if something says strawberry flavour or banana flavour, the taste can come mainly from flavourings. And here's a key labelling point. You don't always get a fruit percentage listed if it's used only in small quantities as flavouring. So what do? So you check for the actual fruit ingredients: strawberry puree, banana puree, strawberry juice concentrate, and look for a percentage if the fruit is a highlighted ingredient. If it's been emphasised, quid rules can apply. If the ingredients list says flavouring and the colour is doing all the heavy lifting, you've basically got a dessert drink wearing a fruit costume. So how can we look at the label? So we can do a 10-second label check. It's simple, but it's not obsessive. So here are my quick rules: no guilt, no perfection. Count the ingredients. If it's 25 ingredients long, it's probably doing factory gymnastics. Look for kitchen cupboard language. Would you have these at home? Modified starch, emulsifiers, stabilisers, flavour enhancers. If not, clock it. Spot the sugar pile up. If there are multiple sugars in the first half of the list, it's a sweet product pretending to be a snack. Ask, what is this pretending to be? Fruit snack or sweets, milkshake or pudding in a bottle, chocolate or sugary fat bar with cocoa vibes. So I'm going to read out a safe food list, and it's gentle, practical and UK friendly. If you need a safe foods list, something you can come back to when your head is busy and your body just needs steady fuel, here you go. So safe foods you can build a day from: water, squash with no added sugar, tea, coffee and milk. Plain yogurt, Greek yogurt and kefir. Eggs, porridge oats, Weetabix style simple cereals. Rice, pasta, potatoes, sweet potatoes. Wholemeal bread, wraps with short ingredients lists. Beans, lentils, chickpeas. Chicken, turkey, fish, tinned fish, mince you can recognise. Now, we wouldn't think to look on the back of mince that we buy. Cheese in sensible portions. Nuts, seeds, peanut butter, but 100% nuts if possible. Fruits, apples, bananas, berries, oranges, grapes. Veg, carrots, cucumber, peppers, frozen mixed veg, broccoli and peas. Soups you make or shop bought ones with simpler ingredients lists. Snacks, fruit, yogurt, cheese, nuts, oatcakes, toast, boiled eggs. And a reminder, safe doesn't mean perfect, it just means reliable. It means your body knows what it's getting. It means you're not negotiating with a neon packet that was designed to outsmart your appetite. So processed food isn't evil, but ultra-processed food is often designed for convenience and cravings, not for your long-term energy, mood or health. The label isn't there to shame you, it's there to inform you. So next time you eat something, don't ask, am I being good? Ask, is this food or is this a product? See you next time.